first part is about getting into the group up until December of 2002, and then the second part is about services, practices, fundraising, deliverance prayer, different things like that. And then the last part is from late 2002 until my exit in July of 2008. And then there's some resources at the end. The part that talks about the services, I mean, there were serious ones, but there was one that's my favorite that I want to give a reading of. It's in chapter 15. The following services mark a proverbial bend in the road. We did not know where the road was leading, but down this road we were led. As a part of life inside, we expected to experience new places in God. New events, new dynamics, new revelations lost their uniqueness. Every service might hold something new, therefore new became normal. We were living in the move of God. You're welcome. Okay. These narratives are not grouped in any particular time order of importance. I've selected ones I find vital to explaining the dynamics of the subculture of Word of Faith. I lived these narratives. We will start with one of my all-time favorites, the toilet paper revelation. From the podium, out of nowhere, Jane said, God told me the right way to put toilet paper on the roll. She continues on other matters and then comes back to this. Do you want to know what God said? Members nodded. No doubt her impression was that we all wanted to know. Jane explained that while she was in the bathroom, she heard God say the right way to put the toilet paper on the roll. She confidently declared the right way that putting the toilet paper on the roll was over the top. Do you want to know why? There's less wasted than if the paper rolls from underneath. She added that God had been dealing with her about folding the end of the paper when she finished, like they do in hotels. We all know that point. I did not recall the exact date of this revelation. I do not recall. However, who could forget such an essential, life-enhancing revelation from the apostles anyway? This essential gold nugget was not only talked about that day, it became the buzz of the church for several days. The fallout from this service was no less amazing. True to form, children scrutinized the paper habits of others in the household. There were self-appointed TP police. Some were more vocal than others. Can you imagine the thoughts when you were finished? Now, do I fold or do I not fold? The choice was even more vital to life when it's your turn to change the roll. Do you go over or under? Do you believe the newest revelation from the throne or not? Before making sure everyone completed the requirements for the toilet paper roll direction and folding, the neatness became comical. The pressure to be on the right side of the revelation intensified. Members lived in multifamily households. This made your bathroom habits visible to more than your immediate family. The toilet paper pressure became greater and greater. People even worried over the question of bringing the paper to a symmetrical fold with a neat point and how to do this to accomplish it, and lessons were available. Jane Whaley came to the podium a couple of weeks later to modify the frenzy. She pointed out the conversation had gotten out of hand. She reminded the folks that she had shared what God told her. It did not mean that God required the same thing of each one of us. Whew. Maybe the bathroom inspections would be less intense. Gradually, the frenzy died away, but to this day, I still hear the question over and over. I've stopped feeling the pressure to fold. And so why bring this up?